Okay, sorry. Leos, you're being represented here by the Ten of Wands. It's just a lot of work. It's just like overwhelms things, feeling completely too heavy, too much. Oppression, feeling oppressed, but it can also be you've gained a lot, too much, to whom much is given, much is expected. And sometimes, we bite off more than we can chew. And the situation is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, the Eight of Swords in reverse, as your situation pertains to some kind of bad news. I definitely get that. Some kind of unforeseen trouble, fatality, for whatever reason, this overwhelming work load to bear, you weren't quite prepared for it, I'm hearing. My Leos, oh my gosh. So, what's crossing you is the Wheel of Fortune. And that might mean, to me, it's the time. But it's still success. It's still fortune. But I'm kind of getting the feeling like, oh my God, I have to work so hard, for this fortune. It doesn't even feel like a fortune anymore, right? Okay, so in your headspace, you've got the Temperance in reverse, and I'll say, like, just out of patience and competing interests, it's like, yes, I wanted to start this business or expand something. It could be different for each and every person, but I just don't feel any sense of security. It's like just feeling distressed with the fortune that you have. Maybe feeling like the fortune is just more than you were willing to carry on with. And of course, you're Leo, so you're gonna continue regardless. I'm also getting a missed opportunity, perhaps with a soulmate, possibly a Sagittarius. Okay. What brought us to this point? Good old Ten of Swords in reverse. I don't know. To me, I feel like the Ten of Swords is already pretty bad, but it feels worse to me when it's in reverse. But in all actuality, it's like you have the advantage, you can profit, you can make some money here, but it's just such a small win. All of this is saying, what a small win. Like, yeah, I put a lot into this to get you know, a little bit of coins. No rest. I'm exhausted, and if this is success, I feel tired. Like, okay, yes, I have the house, the car, all of these things materially, but I'm worn. I'm exhausted. That's how I just keep feeling like, Leos, you might be feeling a bit exhausted at the moment. Driving you at the bottom, in the heart of every Queen of Wands, when she's in her power, this Queen of Pentacles, it's got to be a part of it. Like, if, Leos, if we don't got our security, finances, everything set, we are not feeling like the boss that we are, So, you've made an investment, it seems like, and it's slowly but surely paying off. So that's good news. But I think we're just all hoping for a little bit more security, a safe place to lay our burdens down, if you will. In the future, the King of Cups in reverse, I'll say, I don't know, he's kind of scary in reverse to me, because it's kind of like, it's a lying kind of man, dishonest type of person. So it seems like I'll just put it in terms of, like, for me, it was a guy who, I tried to start something with, and, I could just see that he wasn't really ready, he wasn't invested or whatever. And so I would, cut him off, or just, stop replying, just try to keep myself away from him. And he would, continue texting and calling, like, as if I never mentioned that I wasn't interested anymore. And mostly I'm not interested because I want him to put more effort, to be more honest. So with the win, I feel like, yeah, it feels like, in one way, yeah, he still calls, he seems like really interested in how come I'm not communicating with him, but he hasn't changed one bit. So what did I really win? What's the big prize if he's just, ignoring what I say I want, getting me riled up and trying to invoke my emotions, but he's not willing to compromise or see things from another perspective. So it's like he's just, manipulative. Like, every time he calls, I'm thinking he's gonna come with something real and worth it, and he really is just trying to prove that he can keep me wrapped up in the game the way he wants to play it. So that's just my kind of example of, like, yes, you're successful, yes, you have the advantage, but you don't even want like, I don't even want him the way that he is. I'm not looking for that, what he's looking for. We're not on the same page at all. but I guess I win because, okay, he keeps calling, blah, 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 you know? So, anyhow, how you seeing yourselves? Four of Pentacles in reverse, you know. Just, I feel like this is just not being able to keep a grasp on something. You feel like you're losing something. Just, you know, you're not really sure. This is unsure, suspended in the way of, like, it's kind of like the Hangman, but more about money. Just feel like you're not able to push forward, you know, something's kind of holding you back. Unable to stand up on your own too, and, you know, make a choice, take a direction. So if that's how you're seeing yourself, it's like doubled by the Temperance in reverse. Also, the Wheel of Fortune being here, the Eight of Swords. It's just kind of like saying, like, I am not moving like a Leo moves, you know? And it's like, okay, we've already done the hunting, but this is not enough, you know? External to you, this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Cups are so powerful. I mean, not as powerful as action, but close. A close second. So you have the will and determination. External to you is, I feel like, they're just a desire for things to manifest in a more material way, for things to be a little more cut and dry, you know. What are we working so hard for? What do we have to show for it? Yeah, you know, you just feel like all I got is work. I don't I'm not seeing any of the fringe benefits there. Okay, so in the hopes and fears, you've got the Four of Wands in reverse. In general, I love the Four of Wands most of the time, but in the reverse, I feel like something isn't changing. You're hoping to keep things at the status quo at the very least. With all the hard work and everything, you're just hoping for things to not get worse. It may not seem like it's gotten exponentially better, but please don't get any worse. Lord have mercy. I feel that. Thank you, cards, for that, because it is like, okay, I've learned how to deal with, you know, setbacks, disappointments, and everything. But please, you know, one step forward, not two steps back. Okay, I could deal with one step back, but not two or three, you know. Give me a chance here. In the outcome, you've got the Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups in reverse. So because it's so close to this King of Cups here, sorry, you probably can't see that. I'm gonna say it's like you've been deceived in some way. Something in the milk ain't clean. Something fishy's are going on. Definitely like a desire unfulfilled. It's just a real sense of everything's okay, but I just don't feel great, you know? I think it might be just the last couple minutes of this Cancer season, full moon season, kind of retrograde in Leo. All of those things might just be dragging it the fuck out. Like, you just feel dragged, and I get it. So this is where we are at the moment, but I feel like, rest assured, you know, you have everything you need to make sure things stay as good as they could be. It just might feel like you're a little dragged, especially if you're not experiencing like a high romantic period. If you're not really connecting with anyone, you might be feeling like, what's it all for? I get it. I definitely get it, Leos. But overall, you can take the action. That was at the bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. So this is, maybe we just need to take a little trip, huh? I know, it's like, with what, where am I going to find the time or the money or the, you know, solid homegirl or sexy guy or whatever to actually go take this trip with? I need a vacation, but not as much as I need to build some solid foundations here at home. Hit me up, guys, for a personal reading if you want to find out a little bit more about who this deceptive man over here might be in the future. Is both in the future position. It's like somebody's lying, and if you have an inkling of who it is or how you might be able to circumvent the extra damage, and also for how you're seeing yourself right now, just feeling dragged. Like, you know, we've got a lot of good cards here saying we're good, we're gonna be successful, we've got a lot of things rolling for us. But as far as, you know, being able to really receive it and to feel rejuvenated in the way that Leos usually do when we've accomplished something or achieved something, it's just not there yet. So it might just be for a time. All of these things are short-lived or temporary successes, but these things are definitely more permanent, fixed in nature. That is, you know, don't worry, your house is not going anywhere, your job is fine, the kids are okay, the kids are fine, your health is fine. It's just, you might just need a new creative expression. Okay, Leos, I will leave my email and everything in the description box so that if you want to get a private reading, you can hit me up or just leave a comment. Let me know if you like this reading or not. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for all my subscribers. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Happy birthday.